Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and this is actually going to be a battle in my Fuso, one of my more beloved battleships. I really am grateful that I finally went and repurchased her. And so we are currently playing on Fault Line. There is a Colorado Fuso Mutsu, and it is the premium Mutsu. This was actually done around January, so this has been a little while ago, but this was the first time I ever saw the Mutsu. And a New York, Congo, York, Cleveland, Leander, Bajani, Molotov, Emerald, and Ognavoy on the enemy team. There's a Nagato, Arizona, Bayern, New York, Congo, Fiji, Cleveland, 2 Graspe, 2 Bajanis, and a Fubuki. And since I spawned on the eastern hand side, I'm actually going to push out east. And we're going to see how things go. Now, the Fuso, it is the highest, can put out the highest shells at one time. Obviously, there are 6 guns versus the New Mexico's 9, or sorry. Don't know what I was talking about. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and we are currently in our beloved Fuso, one of my more favorite battleships. I'm very grateful I went back and repurchased her. And yes, we are opening a salvo at this Congo since the game has been running for a little bit. And unfortunately for me, I missed all my shells. Great. So we are currently playing on Fault Line. We have a Colorado Fuso Mutsu, and this is a battle that actually took place back in January, and I finally am getting around to showing this off. New York, Congo, York, Cleveland, Leander, Bajoni, Molotov, Emerald, and an Ognavoy on the enemy team. There's a Nagato, Arizona, Bayern, New York, Congo, Fiji, Cleveland, 2 Graspe, 2 Bajanis, and a Fubuki. Open to salvo against that Bajani, and no citadels, but 5 penetration, did around 15,000 points of damage. And this is why I just love the Fuso. The Fuso is such a fun ship. She may not be as tanky as the New Mexico or the German battleships, but she's still one of my more beloved tier 6 ships there are. Bajani does turn in, and I'm gonna just open up with single salvos, and we get a citadel on the Bajani and earn first blood. Very, very nice. Now, we do have a friendly Molotov that is assisting us. And the grass spray is probably not feeling very confident at the moment. The grass spray, it's an iffy ship. It's really gimmicky. I will admit this. It's somewhat gimmicky. It has the Sean Horse caliber guns, but cruiser armor. She does have decent torpedoes, but obviously, cruiser armor against battleship caliber guns equals Citadel. So, Citadel, the grass spray does have a heal, and the captain is currently using that heal to his full advantage. He has turned in, but even though he's turned in, there's very little that he can do. Now, I do have to watch out for the torpedoes on the grass spray, because they have a fairly forward firing arc. He does turn in. My salvo only nets me 1 penetration, but our friendly Molotov is assisting us. Now, I do turn in because he's pretty much giving away that he's firing his torpedoes. So I'm gonna alter direction. Don't want to run into the island as well. It looks like he did a widespread. Probably not the choice I would have gone for. And there we go. Take out the enemy grass spray. Second kill of the game. Very, very nice. So normally, whenever you're firing your torpedoes, your widespread, yes, might net you a torpedo hit here and there, but that close of a battle against a battleship, you normally want to do a narrow spread and actually get a decent hit. I do have my spottercraft launched, open up on the enemy Nagato. The Nagato obviously is the tier 7. Has slightly bigger guns than the Fuso, I believe. But unfortunately for us, we do give a ricochet on it. But right now, my focus is going to be on this Congo. This Congo I would love to take out. This Congo is actually focusing on the enemy, the friendly York. And the friendly York's definitely like, nope, I'm moving away. Now, we do have 2 cruisers kind of sitting behind us, which I don't really blame them because all that's on this side is a Congo and a Nagato, and it's not something you really want to see, but I am trying my very best to actually assist my team as much as possible. Went ahead and used my heal, get some of that health back since we mostly took fire damage. Fire damage is light damage, so you're actually able to repair it fairly easily and regain most of your health. And this Congo is playing very passively. He is sitting broadside to us. Open up a salvo. Hopefully RNGesus will be nice. And, ooh, yes. Citadel on that Congo. And he starts reversing, trying to bring my back guns to bear. But unfortunately for us, the island does get kind of in the way. Blocks some of our shells, but we still get a decent hit on that Congo. Now, the Congo is probably regretting his life choices right now. Let's see. Can we get a 3rd kill of the game? Open up with our front guns and battleship dispersion. He is currently firing HE. Don't exactly know why, but back guns are almost to bear, and all shells were lost on the island. Darn you, island. Now, the friendly Mutsu actually just took out the enemy lander. The friendly team's not doing so hot on the western hand side of the map. So they're trying. Nagato gets a decent hit on us, but we should be able to take out this Congo fairly quickly. Yep, there we go. Just need 1 penetration on him and 1 dead Congo. Very, very nice. But all that leaves on the eastern hand side is a enemy Nagato. And even though I'm in a Fuso and the Nagato has very similar shells, or if not the same, I still don't want to deal with the Nagato. I'm trying to keep myself angled as much as possible, but you can see he's still able to at least penetrate us and score a decent sized hit, but we're able to score around 6,000 points of damage against this Nagato. Now, obviously, one downside of the Fuso is half her guns face backwards, which will mean it does take them a little bit of time just to traverse to get to the other side. And I'm trying to be as angled as I can against this Nagato, trying to be careful, make sure I can actually survive and assist my team. But the Nagato gets 11,000 points against us, almost 12,000 points of damage on us. And this is not particularly a great place to be. Now, we do have the friendly Molotov that is assisting, does get the Nagato on fire. And I'm bringing my back guns to bear, see if I can land a decent hit on us. And not so much. Oh, great. Well, the Nagato is actually behind the island, and we're able to ricochet most of his shells. So that's one thing I do not have to be concerned about. Now, the enemy team has actually turned around because they realized that they had a pesky little destroyer that was actually currently capping their base. So this poor Ogden is kind of by himself against a Cleveland and a New York. Shots off on the New York are decent, do around 6,000 points of damage. Not too bad, not too bad at all. And right now we are currently sitting at 108,000 points of damage, which is very, very nice. And it's always great to see that whenever you're playing a tier 6. Something that doesn't, I wouldn't say happened all that often, but it doesn't happen very often. Not at least since I played my Fuso way back then, when I was first going up the Japanese battleship line. So our heal is back up. We're able to at least regain a little bit more health, and trying to be careful, trying to keep an eye on this Nagato. He is burning down. Don't know how much longer he has on his damage control, but I think he should go down to the fire, which I believe was the Molotov, the friendly Molotov. This player Saskets did a fantastic job assisting me, so I give him high regards on that. He did a fantastic job helping me out. So I am being cautious. There is a New York, a Cleveland, and another battleship. I'm trying to think what other battleships over there. A Arizona that was at least last seen heading back towards their cap. So I do have to be a little bit cautious, but I tend to be aggressive and sometimes a little bit too aggressive, which can be very detrimental. Because if you're too aggressive, you can usually get focused on. And sometimes you don't want to be in a fair fight. And in this case, will be a unfair fight on my part. But no guts, no glory. Or as the Japanese say, for the Emperor! So yes, I'm going to charge in. Guns blazing. Firing away. We'll see how this turns out. So, full speed ahead. Unfortunately, the Fuso's not the fastest. Definitely faster than the U.S. battleships. And my focus is going to be on this Cleveland. Let's see. Can we get rid of this Cleveland? The Cleveland is actually a lot easier to citadel than it used to be. It used to be actually very difficult to citadel Clevelands. And he is showing us a broadside. Guns away. And we do net ourselves a citadel on this Cleveland. And probably at this point, I should have turned away. Because you do see in the distance there is a Arizona and a enemy Bajani moving in. And we do know there's at least a New York still around somewhere. So probably not the best idea just to push in. But I want a fourth kill. This Cleveland is at least playing smart. Our dispersion just went everywhere. So unfortunately we didn't do massive amount of damage. I do slow up, trying to allow my team to at least catch up and assist. And the enemy New York is actually backing up, trying to get in position, firing high explosive. Okay, I don't mind that. Let's see, can we get a citadel on this New York? Yes, we can. Citadel on the New York. Do around 26,000 points of damage. And we earn Confederate and high caliber. Very, very nice. Now, the New York has probably and will probably switching over to armor piercing. And it's probably going to be a good idea to actually start turning towards him and angling away. There is a low health Bajani. One ship I actually would like to get rid of. Let's see. Are caught on fire. Unfortunately for us, our damage control is going to be off for a little bit. We do land a shot on the Bajani, but unfortunately for us, he is sitting at 43 points of health. And the New York opened a salvo against us. And yeah, this is not particularly a great position to be in. I would like to take out this Bajani. Let's see, can we get rid of this Bajani? We're gonna die. There's not really much I can do. First salvo fired, nothing. And second one, able to take out the Bajani. But in the meantime, we do go down to the Cleveland's fire. Now, our team has finally pushed down. I don't know exactly why we have a battleship and a cruiser all the way up north. Don't ask me. But unfortunately for us, we have a tier 7 battleship sitting all the way up north. And we do at least have a few battleships pushing in. The Mutsu on the enemy team does, or on the friendly team does take out the enemy Cleveland. And this is when I realized there's a Mutsu. The new and upcoming tier 6 premium Japanese battleship. Very similar to the Nagato in a lot of ways. And as you can see in the chat, I am actually very ecstatic to see this. Very static, and unfortunately I can't take control of the cameras, but I'm just super ecstatic about the Mutsu. And obviously everyone that has at least watched, I think probably Flamu and a few else, and I think even the Mighty Jingles may have done. I'm trying to think. The Mutsu does have torpedoes. They are single launch torpedoes. They sit on the side, and this wonderful super tester is going to actually be showing those off here in a little bit. But besides this, this is probably a really good game. 153,409 points of damage. We got First Blood, Confederate High Caliber. It was a fantastic game, and essentially there's not much this enemy team left for them to do. There's only one ship left, and I am giving compliments to Saskets. So if you ever see my channel or ever see this video, great job. You did such a fantastic job. Yes, there he actually shows off torpedoes. I was like, what? But yeah, Sasket, fantastic job. High praise from me. And yes, I do pretty much fangirl over seeing torpedoes. Yes, I was fangirling seeing a Japanese battleship with torpedoes. I loved it. So this is actually going to be it for this episode of Funday Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijian.